Good night.
So,
No, that was actually a story mission where I blew up this place.
yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and call that a personal flaw of mine. Is that I am 100% like looking at the screen in a
And
way
just
that
not
will
even
allow
taking
me.
in anything.
It will allow me to comment on what is happening right in front of me, but it is like such short-term amnesia, like that it doesn't even go from my eyes to the part that translates it into short-term memory. Like it just skips that.
Now I think Kyle is happy that somebody else is having to put up with this shit.
It's not that bad
I think it's just funny.
because I can't hear the game audio.
Sure,
Is another thing.
that is another thing. Yeah, and that's important to remember when I'm streaming, that the guests, unfortunately, there is no good solution for having guests be able to hear audio right now.
Yeah, that's true. And I will because I honestly am paying attention. Normally when I'm not paying attention, it's because I'm bored or I'm very interested in the things that I'm saying and the things that I'm talking about. So I'm choosing not to pay attention to the game.
I mean,
but this time I think it is, and I only just realized that I can't hear the game.
And you are, like, I mean, I think it's worth noting, you are an incredibly self-involved person.
I'm Scott. I'm so like into myself and the things that I'm talking about and the things that I have to say that it's insane that I can even appear to be interested in other people and things.
I'm surprised. I'm actually proud of you that you're able to put forth that effort.
Thanks. No, yeah,
I appreciate it.
It's worth being proud of, and I'm proud of myself. And we should just take 5 minutes to continue patting me on the back.
Yeah. Let's get some people in the chat. What do you guys like about Keith?
Yeah. So, Silvershine says Keith is a narcissist. Thank you. Yes.
Yeah, and that's
any more good things.
that's a great point and very true, and one of the things that we love about Keith.
Yeah. No, if I could hear the game, then I would know exactly what's happening. But I can't even hear you mauling that poor innocent cougar.
It was really the cougar mauling me most of the time there.
That's true, but you came out on top, and that's what matters.
Mm-hmm. And I have a heavy-duty syringe kit now.
So, okay, more good things about me. I'm a funny guy, says Judah McBrohan. Angry Adam says that my name rhymes with wreath, also very true. Mm-hmm. And that I put up with Kyle. Says another person with an unpronounceable name. Chibikaji.
Chibikaji, let's say?
Ah, there we go. Sure.
I don't know. I'm guessing.
Yeah. Guys, Kyle's great. We've been ragging a lot on Kyle. Kyle's great.
I'm actually secretly in love with Kyle.
Yeah, I'm openly in love.
You know, like how the common knowledge that like young girls, when they like a boy, will like pick on them,
tease him, yeah, and pull their hair.
That's totally what I do.
Stuff like that, yeah. I mean, I do the same thing.
I'm getting closer.
But to be mean. So I see how that could get confusing. Is that we're sending him. We're not independently sending him mixed messages, but like us together is a mixed message.
Sure.
Like he doesn't know what to make of any of it.
Hopefully with our friends.
Great. Bye.
What are we doing? What's happening?
So I just got a phone call from Daisy, who's the one of my friends who I know is still alive and who is safe.
Okay. Oh, Daisy's also, I think, the one of your friends that I can stand. One of the one Jason Brody compatriot that isn't the worst.
And then there's this guy here. I'm gonna stab him.
You should get a sniper rifle. Snipe him all in the face.
Well, that guy I stabbed.
Okay.
Was sort of how I decided to go about.
You haven't stabbed him yet for me. There you go.
Now I'm marking dudes. I don't know.
Yeah. I don't know. I like marking dudes.
It's a cool thing, and it's
Yeah.
cool to have that ability and have them like they are very easily like visible now at all times. It makes, you know what I like about this game is that
No, tell me.
the stealth is forgiving enough that I feel like it is actually pretty fun.
Doable? Yeah, that's totally
Whereas
true.
I don't like stealth normally in games because it's usually not very forgiving.
Yeah, it's like almost by definition a genre that punishes you for the one mistake of being seen.
Yes.
So in a game where you can kind of be seen, or where it gives you enough warning to when you're about to be seen that you can get away and hide properly, that's when like you can really get into the zone of like, I'm this badass guy that can't be seen.
I've never seen snakes before. Can I skin this snake?
No. They just attack you like douchebags.
Fuck
You've never
that.
seen a snake before?
No, I had not seen a snake.
I
In
was
this
attacked
game.
by a
I
snake.
guess in real life
Right.
I've seen a
Yeah.
snake.
I was attacked by a snake in the first 10 minutes of the game. Like my first encounter, like there was a giant snake that was just sitting in front of the first radio tower that you unblock, and that's like the first thing you do.
You know, if I had a sniper rifle right now, this would be so much easier.
Yeah. But you shouldn't go down there. You should stay there so that they can't set off the alarm. Also, there's probably other alarms, so forget I said anything.
There's probably what?
There's probably another alarm somewhere.
No, it said that I disabled all the alarms.
Oh, okay. Did you get... I didn't realize you got to disable it. I thought that it wouldn't let
Oh
you
my
disable it
God.
because you had been got.
No, it let me disable the first one. And
Okay, that's
it said that there were no other alarms.
There's a foe behind you. Oh, you're dead.
Yeah, I noticed that a little too late.
Mm-hmm.
All right, this time I'm going to take the boat into the camp.
Is that a smart idea? Do you have a gun with a silencer?
Not sure what you're asking here.
Do you have a gun that when you shoot it does not alert enemies to your presence?
I gotta say, Keith, I like you.
Yeah?
I'm not following what you're saying though.
Okay, Phil, I'm gonna start off. I'm gonna say I like you too.
Slow it down.
Okay, Phil,
Mhm.
I'm gonna start off. And I'm gonna say that I like you too.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome. And then the next thing that I'm gonna say is that if you have a gun with a silencer on it, you should use that gun. Are you following? Are you understanding what I'm saying?
What is a silencer?
All right, so it's like a little soda can that you screw onto the end of your gun so that you can murder more efficiently and silently.
I love soda.
I love soda too, and
Yeah.
I feel like if you want to talk about soda, we can.
What
But-
kinds of soda do you like?
I really, I'm on a diet, so I've been trying not to drink so much soda. But I did have a Mountain Dew Baja Blast the other day, and it was
Sure.
delightful.
Sure.
It's a rare treat.
Yeah, imported from Baja directly.
Yeah,
That's a
yeah,
place,
I get
right?
it.
That's a place?
Baja, yeah, Baja, California. It's like the weird dick that limps off California.
Sure. Usually that's how people describe me.
The
But
weird dick attached to California.
yeah,
Until recently, you were the weird dick attached to a totally different state.
yeah.
So
Much colder state.
probably most places are. It's cold here.
How cold is it there? Where are you at?
I'm adjacent to Boston.
Okay.
I'm a couple minutes drive outside of a sign that says "Welcome" and now entering Boston.
Why don't you sound like you're from Boston though?
Because those people are uneducated.
Oh.
That's not a regional accent. That has to do with IQ.
So you're would you call yourself an elitist?
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
It's so I love the movie Good Will Hunting, but the main character of Good Will Hunting, has a
His name is good actually in his name?
no, his name is just Will Hunting.
Okay.
But
you think he's good.
I think he's a good man.
All right.
He has a Boston accent, which is impossible because he's very smart.
Sure.
Yeah.
So that in a way does that kill the movie for you? Wasn't that written by
It was written by Matt Damon and Ben Affleck.
and
yeah.
aren't they from Boston as well? Shouldn't they know this? I guess is what I'm saying.
One of them's from Boston. I think Ben Affleck is from somewhere else and moved to Boston when he was like 12 or something.
Okay.
Uh,
We're really getting
but
into the
both-
intricacies
listen.
of Good Will Hunting right now.
Yeah. Listen, Ben Affleck and Matt Damon, both very talented, both very deserving of the Oscar that they won for Best Original Screenplay in 1996. But don't fact check me on that because I might be wrong.
That sounds right to me.
It does. It also sounds right to me.
So I'm not going to fact check you.
Yeah, don't do it. Also, Argo, one of the best movies I saw this year. Congratulations.
This year or
Ben
last
Affleck.
year?
Last year. I'm still into I'm living in the past. I'm the Jeff Rotel song living in the past.
I liked Argo a lot as well. I don't know about it getting like Oscars. I don't know about that.
Ooh, I totally get about that. Here's the thing that keeps it from being an Oscar winner for me. Oscar nominee definitely. Oscar. I think it relied a little bit too heavily on the Argo motherfucker line or Argo fuck yourself line.
Sure.
It said it like too many times to actually win an Oscar. But
without that, it's an Oscar winner for you.
Yes, without that tiny detail, without the 6 words Argo fuck yourself 2 times, it would be a Best Picture.
Sure.
But instead, it's probably like Django Unchained or something, which I haven't seen.
Django Unchained's really good. You should see that movie.
I'm trying to convince my girlfriend to see it. She says that she's uninterested, but that's a thing that she does sometimes, where she'll say that she's not interested in a thing, and then I make her watch it, and then she's like, never mind, this was great.
Do you need me to talk to your girlfriend about this?
Could you be
Yes.
like...
I'm willing to do that.
Okay. Yes, please.
The only thing that I'm going to warn you about is that I will also try to steal your girlfriend.
That is a risk I'm willing to take.
Sure. But I mean, like, the nice thing is, like, what you get out of it, if I don't take her from you, is she will finally go see that movie.
Right. And, well, okay, so if you do successfully steal her, will you at least wait until after we see Django Unchained to make your move?
You know, what I will say is, I will let you go see Django Unchained with the both of us.
Okay.
Just don't look at us while we're watching the movie. Because
do I get to at least, like, can I at least, like, sit next to her?
You know, she's kind of uncomfortable with that at this point. You know, things are... It's
get
not that she doesn't like you. Things are a little weird, though, because...
I get it.
You know, you two were a thing until very recently.
Phil, I'm no stranger to this. This exact scenario has happened to me before with literally every Tarantino movie.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not surprised by that.
Yeah. One of the toughest times in my entire life was having to go see... Inglourious Bastards with my then girlfriend and just some dude from a bus who said it was pretty good.
Yeah. But it was good though, right?
It was really good, and it was almost worth it.
And that softens the blow a lot.
Yeah, it softens the blow. It was like it turned what would have been a really, really intense breakup into like kind of like a weekend of staying in and watching Adventure Time.
Sure.
Yeah.
Adventure Time heals all wounds.
Yeah.
Which I think is an Aristotle quote.
And it's also an episode of Adventure Time.
Sure.
Yeah.
I've actually never seen Adventure Time. Should I watch that show?
I really like it. That is another thing that I convinced my girlfriend to watch, and now she loves it.
So now you have to try and convince me. What is it about Adventure Time that? Why should I?
Oh, it's so it's like really charming, and it's like legitimately funny. Like I wouldn't say that there's a lot of jokes in it, but there are moments that they create that are.
So it's a lot like your run button stuff.
Yeah,
there's
it's
not
a lot
of jokes.
There's not a lot of jokes, and there's a lot of rambling, and most of it doesn't make sense, and half of them are kind of assholes.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's very charming, and they create genuinely hilarious moments with their timing. They have great timing, and then it's got the guy from who plays Bender in Futurama, John something.
All right, okay, that's a good.
John DiMaggio.
Yeah, I believe that's correct.
Okay,
that's a good way of selling it.
Silvershine says either you see Argo with Keith or you can date me.
Yep, that's usually how it goes.
Yeah. It's weird that keeps happening. Why does that keep happening to me?
You know, I think what you need to probably do is look inside yourself.
Yeah. Ignoring what you just said and going back to what we were just talking about.
Yeah.
Have you seen Community? Do you like that show? That show Community?
Yeah, I love Community.
I would say that in the same way that Community is like a really funny show, and it also feels like a celebration of fun. Like it's like the entire show is kind of dedicated to like fun and how worth it having fun is, Adventure Time feels the same way.
And that's the thing that I like least about that show, because I don't like having fun.
That's true, and that's why I kind of hesitated to bring it.
Why
but
I have been
being honest.
playing Gun and Resident Evil
Gun
Operation Raccoon City.
Yeah. What happened to Resident Evil that it went from what I was told that it was to what it currently has become?
I've been trying to figure that out for a while.
Ooh, this part's really cool.
There's a twist.
Scan.
Let's pause what we're talking about for a second.
Okay.
It's very nice. I want you to do it again. No. With more emotion. You can do it on your
This guy's creepy.
Mm-hmm. Voss, I like that guy. He's a fun villain.
I'm directing this film right now, okay? You need to get out of here, man. Those fucking idiot cops let you dance. Stop swearing. Okay, we are in the presence of an idiot.
Kyle says, to be fair, Operation Raccoon City is not a real Resident Evil game.
That's true. It was made by some of the SOCOM dudes, the guys who did the PSP SOCOM games, I believe, Slant 6 games.
So calm. We're like, so what?
Yeah. Well, yes, that's true. But it's just been a slow progression for Resident Evil from like really tense survival horror stuff to more
the shittiest Left 4 Dead clone you've ever played?
To action. Just bad action.
It seems like it looked like third-person Left 4 Dead, but really, really not fun.
Yeah. Sort of.
Just like intensely boring and stupid.
Some stuff is going down.
Yeah, that's true. Although I don't think I've seen the stuff. Oh, there's the stuff. Yep.
Oh, this is bad. Bad news happening right now. This villain's pretty great.
Yeah, he's a real
boss.
Yeah. So the guy in the yellow shirt, that's Oliver. He's my least favorite character in the whole game.
He's worse than Jason Brody.
He's like if Jason Brody is a subtle stereotype, Oliver is like the Scary Movie 3 version of that.
A bullet through my sister's skull. Maybe they give her the grant.
I don't think Voss is mentally stable.
No, he is insane. Judah McBrohan says, "Ugh, Oliver's the worst." So, just someone back.
I hope that right now I will get introduced to why he is the worst.
No, I don't think so. I don't think
that's
it's
too
not
bad.
until later when you do other stuff.
You see, the thing about our loved ones, right? Our fucking loved ones! They come and they blindside you every fucking time. So they say to me, Boss, who the fuck is it going to be? Them or me? Me or them? like they fucking think that I need to make a fucking choice.
This is when I really wish I could hear the game.
By the way, this lighter really sucks.
I can hear it.
Yeah, I know. You get to hear all this cool Voss monologue.
It's really too bad that Citra had don't you up. Because now the only way to kill you is to erase you completely. It's okay. Alright. It's okay.
Who's Video Game Keith isn't a bad dude.
There's one of Jason Brody's other friends is named Keith. And he's not terrible, but he looks like the douchiest one. Like when you see him, you're like, oh, that guy's probably the biggest douche of them all.
Sure.
And it may just be because you spend the least amount of time with him out of anybody else. That I think. This part's pretty fun.
Alright. I'm not dead.
Nope. You should be, though.
I am still covered in oil.
Yeah.
So I'm worried about that.
You probably don't touch the fire.
Are you sure?
Yes. And also make sure that you get to the next cutscene before 3 minutes is up.
I don't think so. Oh boy, I am on fire.
Yeah, there's a lot of that happens in this game.
There's fire everywhere.
You should put it out. It's hard because I can't see like when you're on fire for this part. This is a very quick reaction-y section.
I just don't. I don't believe in putting the fire out.
No?
What did the fire ever do to me?
Phil, you'd let the whole world burn.
Is that a quote?
I think so.
It seems like it to me.
It sounds like a quote, and I've heard it before.
Let's assume it is.
Okay, watch. I'm gonna do it.
That's the thing I like doing, is saying things that I think I heard somewhere before that are probably quotes.
All right, watch the whole.
And then assuming that everybody thinks I'm
oh
probably
yeah, it's
really
on Batman.
smart.
Some men just want to watch the whole world burn. There we go. We figured it out, Phil. You and me.
But so like people probably think we're super smart because we're always referencing stuff.
Yeah, yeah.
But really, we're just like, I think this is the thing. I don't know.
Yeah. So I was reading Nietzsche, and that guy said some cool stuff. Like
what are you reading of Nietzsche?
I'm not.
Oh.
I'm not.
Okay.
I was last year, but I can't remember any of it. Phil, what are you reading? You're always reading stuff.
I'm reading this book. I can't recall the name of it. I don't have my. I think it's called like Coming Clean, and it's about Scientology.
Ooh, that sounds interesting.
It's
potentially liable.
Yeah, it's fascinating though. I'm really interested in Scientology as just one of those things where it's like, I was raised super Catholic, so like I understand religion.
Yeah, I know what
I get where people get obsessed about religious stuff.
Yeah.
But Scientology is such a new and strange thing that I'm just fascinated by what is it that pulls people in and how does it work. So this book is it just came out very recently, and it really goes in depth about it's this guy who did just years of research going in depth about what exactly is going on with Scientology.
That's pretty cool. Is he gonna get super sued by their crazy lawyers?
I'm
or
sure
something?
he is on their shit list.
Yeah,
for
man.
Good now for the rest of his life.
That sounds pretty cool. That's stuff that I'm interested in also, because I grew up not in the middle of, but very adjacent to hardcore Catholicism.
Sure. I was my mom was the principal of the school, the Catholic school that I went to.
Yeah, I
was super crazy Catholic.
Yeah, my parents aren't super religious, but my aunt is on the board of the parish that was attached to the Catholic school that I went to.
And anybody who has who's watched your Run Button stuff before knows that that Kyle is super religious.
Kyle's very religious.
Every time he starts every video with a prayer.
Every video with a prayer, and then halfway through we do another prayer.
Yes.
Which that's the one that bothers me. I don't mind the first one.
Sure.
You can express your beliefs if you want, but the prayer halfway through,
it's pushing it a little far.
Just to do a Hail Mary, it's the worst.
And it's strange that sometimes at the end of episodes he will try to give you communion. I don't think that's how it works.
It's not how it works at all. He's hasn't. He's actually being sacrilegious. You're not allowed to do that unless you've been ordained to do that sacrament. You can't do that. I from the church.
I really did like the video though, the prank where he baptized you. That was pretty funny.
That one was.
You didn't see it coming, but he baptized the shit out of you.
It was funny when it happened, and I wasn't mad, but I spent the fucking rest of that episode with that shit, that weird sweet oil on my face.
Yeah. It doesn't smell that bad though, right?
It doesn't smell bad, but it's like sweet, and it was on my forehead the entire show, and it got annoying. It's like when you're playing Mario Party, and at first you load up the music and oh, this music's great and fun, but it's the same music for 35 rounds. But with a smell on your forehead.